In talking about getting ahead on the job, in talking about your professional growth and development, let's talk about the obstacles or the blocks, the things that might get in your way, the things that might impede your progress, impede your satisfaction, or impede your success. And let's talk about external blocks, and let's talk about internal blocks. And what are the differences? I mean, you want to get a raise, you want to get a promotion, you want to get ahead, you want to progress, but these blocks are getting in your way. Let's first talk about external blocks, external factors, factors over which you have no control. An external block is an obstacle that you can't do anything about. It's impeding your progress, it's impeding your satisfaction and your success on the job, but there really isn't anything that you can do about that. We call those external blocks. An example of an external block would be office politics, or organizational inconsistencies, financial limitations, mergers and layoffs, and those kinds of things that happen within the corporate world all the time. These are all things that are completely outside of our control. We can get very frustrated about it. We can get very angry about it, but there's not anything we can do about it. So we need to understand the difference between those controllable factors and those uncontrollable factors. Uncontrollable factors like external blocks are not things we need to labor over or be stressed out about. For example, you might have worked real hard to get a promotion within the company. And you might have even been the obvious choice for that promotion. Everybody knew that you deserved it. When it came time for the decision to be made, come to find out, the boss's nephew gets the job. Or the boss's golf buddy gets the job. Or his fraternity brother gets the job. Gosh, it's not fair, not anything you can do about it. That's what we call office politics, and that's what we call an external block. Financial inconsistencies. Maybe an organization is limited in its ability to reward its employees. Perhaps you're doing a good job, perhaps your boss even tells you you're doing a good job, but the company can't afford to give you a raise, can't afford to reward you any more than they already have. Sometimes we have to understand that the company's inability or limitations to reward us are what's standing in our way, not our performance. Once I was listening to two students having a conversation about their part-time job. The two students were talking about their employee benefits, the benefit package they had by working at the particular company they were working at. And one young man was saying that he worked for this sporting goods company, and this one young lady was working for this retail clothing company. And she was saying to the young man, well, my company gives me 30% off all of my employee purchases. That's one of the benefits of working there, and I really like that. And the young man said, well, gosh, my company only gives me a 10% employee discount, and my company must be cheating me. Gosh, I can't believe my company isn't treating me any better than they are. And I had to step in and sort of be the voice of reason in this case, and let the young man know that it wasn't a matter of his company cheating him, nor was it a matter of the young lady's company being overly generous. That sporting goods companies operate very differently than retail clothing companies. That markup on sweaters and t-shirts and pants and shirts is a lot greater than markup on sporting goods. That 10% is the typical markup on sporting goods, and when you give your employees a 10% discount, you're selling them that merchandise at cost. And when a store like the Gap sells their sweaters to their employees at 30% off, they're probably still making an awful lot of money. So it's not a matter of one company being more generous than the other. It's about the financial realities of that situation. So we want to be clear on what is an external block, what is a controllable obstacle, and what's a real obstacle, and what is something that we can control.